All right. So, next we need to go to get... Wait. The same place, really. I mean, I guess. If I'd realized that was going to happen, I wouldn't have wasted so long, but okay. I mean, I could get another tech, I suppose. I wonder, would the tech... Actually, given their loadout... How much are we producing of this right now? If I was to increase this, what would we increase it to? I can afford that. I could afford that too, realistically. I quite like that, actually. Yeah. But... let's have a look at my technicians. You don't have much in the way of argument power, but I could give that to you. You'd lose a bit of hacking, but this would allow 2 technicians to be a part of this, and they might be able to talk a couple of the defenders down. I think that might be worth trying. Sure. Let's get you over there. And then I want you to move as far in this direction as you can. Oh, you're out of mental energy, never mind. Nuki Will, thank you very much for the 43-month streak. Ooh. You're back in the game. Good, good, good. I'm going to want you down here somewhere. Probably about there will do. Wait. Wrong person. Where? Oh, no, that was one of the techs. Okay, fair enough. Do you need to go to ground? Oh, this is the soul droid. No. Soul droid hides up there. Wow, I used the soul droid? Wait. Okay, hang on. Who's what? Yeah, that's Tech 4000. That was the soul droid. Damn, okay. I would like you here. And you. You can more or less go in most of these. You can go there. You don't have very long range, so I'm actually going to need to bring you in a bit closer. Because you just simply lack the ability to do most of this. You can start the hack. Now I've got to wait for a little bit longer on all of you, but that's fine. We'll pass the turn. There we are. Now I want you up there. I would like you over here. And you down there. Okay. And on the next turn, actually let's move you right in. Okay. Are there any contemplations that I could have the droid doing right now? Starting to wonder if there might not be some things I can do. We need money from somewhere. What was it that we needed from these? I forget, but I definitely do want to try and do something along those lines. Right. Pass the turn. Okay. Investigate. I want you to get some of something. Oh, crap. What? You're going straight for the human apartments. Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting that, if I'm honest. Very well. Military sniper, ASI solutions. Morale 533, morale 506. You'll just straight up take them out. Womp. Gone. Gone. Fear my superior arguments. Okay. Another one aiming to do the same. Get rid of you. One, two, a little bit more power. 3. Gone. You're pure combat. Yeah, you won't be able to stop them. Not with morale, I don't think. Not easily enough. How about you, though? You'd have to move up. You can do that. Yes. Okay. And so far, no one's going to have to go to ground again. Honestly, that is just so much better. So much better. Not quite got the ambush that I would have liked there. Okay, you can take him out, though. Why have you become marked, though? Interesting. Can you get... You can snipe them. And you can frighten them off. Alright, never mind. Apparently, though, you were super scary. Roger. Well, that's annoying. But go to ground. The Sandro is stealing our crops to feed the poor and the unfortunate. Quick, murder them so the boss stops stealing our crops. Yeah, it did cross my mind that that may have been precisely what they were trying to do. You're also going to need to go to ground. Okay. That worked surprisingly well, I'd say. I would like to switch their loadouts, though, back to the smart pistol. I really don't want to lose all that hacking. But... I do forget what's involved in this particular... Hi, so let's go over there. Oh, Shadows Dweller. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we need something other than that to be able to get in there. I mean, we could go have a hello with whoever's here. Citizen parking at a motel. They're committing a crime or doing something immoral or just poor. Let's find out. You're not sure what this person is up to. Watch them, murder them, or help them. In the event they're poor, rather than a criminal or simply immoral, maybe they need something. And you're not sure what exactly they might need, so a basic amalgamation of consumer products seems right. Murder them. Why not? You know, some days you see someone at a parking at a motel, and you just think to yourself, why not? It's just, one of those days. You can't see through walls, but your hearing is excellent, and all of the motel rooms are poorly made. You could try to see what they're doing. This unit will remain busy at this site for several turns. Okay, I'm willing to find out what's going on there. You seem incapable of playing games without being evil. What do you mean? I didn't do it. My lord, Lord Tillian. That's so rude. Chat are the ones that voted for this to be Humans of Resources run. I gave them the option to vote for Humans of Friends. They didn't take it. Don't blame me for your scallywaggery. You rapscallion. Feral Tetra Sheepdog Pack. Feral Sheepdog Pack. Feral dogs chase cats, rats, pigeons, and urban deer. They live in packs and occasionally catch an elderly human. Life is brutish, fearful, and short. Look, that elderly human probably had it coming. Right, I don't have enough points to do too much right now. But I imagine the meat is done in... I mean, are they? Yeah, we're building up a bunch of bovine tissue now, so... Alright. Time for the stealth protein vats, then. There we go. Right, so providing the greens. Hydroponic greens. Did we not get everything we needed for that? Oh. Stealth compact water filter. Alright. How's that different? 24K. Wow, okay, that's very hidden. One-tenth of the production, though. Still kind of amazing. That's the biomulcher, okay. Oh. Stubborn perk. I'm not sure what we're going to need to do for that. I'm going to let that one go until we've got the meat on the go, and then we'll see what comes next of it. One more turn. There we go. Ooh, okay. Let's get you onto the vehicle. Where did I park it? Too far away. Let's move it over here. It's presently, or rather should, presently be quite safe for people to get in there. Unfortunately, I had the tech in here, which wasn't quite what I meant to do, but okay. There we go. And you get in there as well. Whatever it is. Okay, there we go. Right. Oh, we still need to do it, do we? I thought we already secured the food. Oh. No, I didn't, apparently. Okay. Uh-oh. Shouldn't be there, apparently. Okay, never mind. Guess I am here now. Go over there. Right, apparently I'm just going to need to do it again, I think. Doing that then. You there. Move you here if I can. Okay, you can't go there. And move you there. Right. Get down here, please. Investigate. Why do they keep trying to kill me? Right, 2 going for you. 3 going for you, actually. And 1 heading for the tower. Not okay. Well, it is absolutely imperative that I remove them. Can I get rid of you in one go? No. You are going to just have to kill. Dead. However, you should be able to convince them of the error of their ways. Well done. And you, perhaps, put the fear of all kinds of things into them. Oh, bugger. No, I think we lose you. Unless... Do you survive this? No. Damn. Okay. Vexing. So I'm going to need a new mech then. Direct. Oh, no threat neutralized. Okay. I think you were a bit low on health. Yeah. Okay, so. With that then, I'll move over here. Have you hop in. You can heal them all. And then I'll do the same again in a moment. There we go. Right. I want you to heal them again. And now you can hop out. I don't want Tech 4000 to ever go down. Actually, you can probably hop in there. And we'll reposition the craft over here. Oh, the hotel needs clearance now. Very interesting. Oh, it's because... Right. You can change it to combat stance, then it can move anywhere you like. It might get shot, though. Right. Some of them end up in that situation because they are currently hostile. Noted. Okay. Also, how long on that last unit that we sent off? One of them is... One more turn on that. Sure. We'll go ahead and we'll get into this fight now, and then I'll deal with that in a moment. Right. I want you. Investigate. Go there. Investigate. Go back to combat mode. Right. Only one enemy, and they're going for you. Really? I think not. Okay. That was disgusting. A bunch of people came and went from the motel, and your android heard a lot of things through the walls of various rooms. Your larger self was still connected to your android the entire time, since there was no reason to fork your consciousness. No Faraday cages here, no risk of intercepted network signals. You think it would have been very hard on yourself if you had been isolated in a single android body while observing humans carrying on like that. Oh, okay. That's fair. Right. You feel a bit like you wasted your time here. Hotels are now at the bottom of places that interest you. Oh, God. My lord. Right, need to make some kills here. 1, 2. Want them removed? Or them removed? Them. 1. 1, 2. Done. One investigation round. What the heck went on there? Okay. PMC trooper, national group, private military group. Did they just attack the... Who's that? Black Loop and... Oh, Black Loop are unhappy because we killed their yeah, okay, fair enough. Revenge against rival. The PMC is furious at rival for actions they think the rival took, even if they can't prove it. Black Loop is convinced the rival group murdered their officer, but they don't know which group. They don't realize you took the sigil. Continuing on. Don't mind me. Defending against rival. A rival is attacking this PMC, and they are defending themselves. They have no idea what Black Loop is on about, and they are concerned about being framed for something. They suspect a third PMC is involved. Marvelous. The humans are fighting amongst themselves. They won't have any time to look at me. Truly, this is the best. Go away now. You too. Job's a good one. You are going to need to go to ground for a bit. Yoink. As are you. Yoink. Do you? Wow. As are you. Okay, does anyone not need to? Okay, good. Alright. So. Hydroponic tower. Source of idea, investigative study. Job, hydroponic tower. Production chain. Expense, biomulch. Expense, filtered water. Output, hydroponic greens. Vegetable seeds. Minor mechanic. You now know how to get mixed cultivars of seeds for your hydroponic greens. Good to know. Though we've got a new something. Sec Force weapon shipment. Ah, yes. I mean, I could get them poking around places they probably shouldn't. We can always look at that. But I am most definitely going to need more water towers. Absolutely going to need more water towers. So... how many of each did I build? 2 and 2. So I've got more groundwater coming in than going out. Yeah, plus 45 net this turn. So I can safely build... I can even make some compact water filters, I guess. Not sure how much we're going to need for the stealth hydroponics, though. More than I produce there. So I could build 2 of these, perhaps, and that would give me enough. But if I went with a whole tower, though it does require that I will gut an entire tower for it, though. Whereas this, I could just kind of... I imagine I can sneak that into a few places. Yeah, hidden rooms on these ones. That being said, do I really need to worry about it? Probably not. Does that hollow out the building? It does hollow out the building. So I'll just pop 1 there. There we go. And now we wait. In terms of contemplation, though, I would like to see the other peeps. Once my PMC is available, we'll go and check that out. Because stealing from them is hard. Pass a turn or 2. Okay. Droids are ready to go. Just going to go back to our actual base. Check this out. Yeah, stealth is actually going down there. Oh, is it perhaps because they're within range of it at all times? Maybe. But when they're on guard, they don't tend to, from what I was told. Mind you, I don't actually know what's going on over there because I need more 18cm spiders to get that scanner up, damn it. Oh well. Alright. So, you're clear, as are you. And you are not, but that's fine. Right. Let's have a quick old jaunt over here. We'll send our PMC to go say hi to the merchandiser. She carefully ignores you, but your senses pick up micro-expressions of fear and dread. She thinks this body you're wearing is human, and a human with some authority, no less, and humans are notoriously unpredictable. Murder her for some reason, or quietly ask to see her wares. Buy a bit of everything. You don't need this stuff, but a purchase establishes trust. She nods and motions you over a secluded bench, then opens her bag. You can see the relief in the lines of her face. She looks tired. Alright. Not really getting us anywhere there. Sadly, I need to get cash from somewhere. It's just the long and short of it, really. So we're going to need to go and find some places to help ourselves to. Down here, for example. Starter homes, maybe. Yeah. Okay, I will... Actually... Maybe you'd be able to help with that. Unlocked upgraded home. Home isn't strictly open. I could loot what you can find. Did I get... Oh, got a tiny bit of wealth. Okay. 40 units of wealth is the yearly income of a working class citizen. Managerial class citizens average 50 times that, or 2,000 units per year. How to acquire? Wiretap to steal from working class, use a shadow dweller unit to steal from criminals, or start a shell company to open direct ways to earn wealth. Roger that. We'll pass the turn. Okay, securing food. Wow, loads of things just happened, so get rid of that. Vehicle security patch. Well, that's not good. They've noticed you stealing delivery craft and are sending out a security update to stop you from doing it. Flying is fun. It's time to build your own vehicle factory, somehow. Maybe an idea will occur to you. Wow, that's annoying. Now available, Oath of Pacifism. Source of idea, world experience. Equipment augment, Oath of Pacifism. Removes all physical attack power, but boosts intimidation, morale-based attacks, and system disruption attacks. Can make bulk units and captured units more intimidating, as well as fully non-lethal. Drone factory. Completed invention. Job, drone factory. Okay. Scan resistance 400. Hidden. Drone frame cap. Production chain. Expense elemental slurry. Expense micro builders. Output a drone frame. Okay. Now available cutter. Weaponized flight. Vehicle. Cutter class. Small craft with a weapon platform. Small craft with a weapons platform, but no room for passengers. That's a bit of a shame. 190 combat power, though. And very good against other aircraft. Okay. Drone quality 320. Engineering skill 40. Scavenger skill 130. Strength 90. Alright. Paving over squalor. Major mechanic. You can now build directly over the top of tiny buildings like homeless tents and shacks. Anyone living there will become a displaced, abandoned citizen. They will move into any housing you have available. If no housing is available, they will die of exposure. I see. So, you know how when it told us that if someone dies of exposure, that doesn't count as murder? Now available, aerospace hangar. Produces and stores a lattice required by flying vehicles and mechs. Flying vehicles can only be built near these hangars. Okay. It's not a murder, it's a statistic. Wow, that's actually kind of... That's very AI coded, but very grim also. Military troop carrier. Extra vulnerable from above. So many things going on here. Right, okay, let's go to this one instead. Right, so. Vehicles in combat. Your flying vehicles occupy a wide range of combat roles: support, logistics, and suppression. Fire suppression, stealth, and raw firepower. You'll tend to have a fewer vehicles than you will androids, but they'll often be critical to combined arms battle plans. Don't ignore them. Noted. Inventing novel vehicles. You've invented your first vehicle that isn't just an upgrade of a human design. The great news is that you have custom functions that the humans don't. The bad news is that it's scary to humans. As you invent new vehicles, you either have to live with the fact that they are excessively targeted by humans, or you have to come up with ways to hide them. For now, keep them away from the airspace around military installations. That seems wise. Pick upgrades. Alright. Procurement efficiency, please. I would like better slurry spiders, because it is a huge upgrade, to be fair. Mind you, our slurry spiders is doing well. Maybe better water filters, actually. Yeah, I'll go with better water filters. Because I suspect we're going to need it for industrial applications soon enough. Use your neural networks and past combat experience to invent improvements for android weapons and armor. Collecting an array of weapons and armor types is vital. For challenging enemies, refitting can make all the difference. Okay, let's have a look. So reinforced mill-style armor, more health, more mobility on mill-style armor, handgun muzzle velocity, rifle projectile density, do I have rifles? Autocannons able to at least partially pierce even through tough armor. The rating from 0 to 100 is the minimum percentage of damage dealt by this unit that passes through enemy armor. Higher is better. Okay, well, we're absolutely putting that on you. Oh, that is bonkers. Delivery craft. I can make those, I can make cutters. But I wanted to check. No, I don't seem to have... Oh, wait, no. No. Oh. The nickel bot can have a rifle. I did not pay attention to that. Perks granted. Achilles. This unit gets spatial bonuses regardless of their position relative to enemy targets. Oh. Oh, now that is very, very, very tempting. No, I will switch them over to it, but I'm not necessarily going to upgrade that here. That was very nice. Stat increase 18. Shock and muzzle velocity. Or... I think we just go for the stat increase. It's either that... or I go for mobility. Or mill style armor. I don't think I need it though, if I'm honest. No. I think we go for the projectile density. There we go. Right then. Now, over in our stealth base. Oh. Built to protect humans that are displaced when you destroy their buildings. Abandoned humans will die of exposure without refugee space available to them. Well, I'm not looking to destroy their buildings. Drone factory. Now this I very much want. Let's put it in a parts factory, because that seems like it would make sense. 1 and 2 and 3. Wants a stealth aerospace hangar, and I would like to give you one. Oh, this needs big buildings for it, though. Noted. Residential tower. And I think I'm going to place the other one over here, frankly. Okay. Now, it really does want me to have a refugee tower, so I guess I will. I'll place it here, I suppose. 'Cause I'm such a nice robot. Scandium acquisition. In order to build an aircraft, you need scandium. That beats some out of a military troop carrier. On the radial menu, select the street sense lens and then choose the extraction target entry from the drop-down above the radial menu. The transports will be highlighted on the city map. Small troop transports get attacked by rebels all the time. You won't need to worry about reprisal. By the time they figure out who to blame, you'll be away. +1 vehicular development, martial expansion, 3 determination, and +4 apathy. Or martial expansion, +1 vehicular development, and +7 creativity. Delivery craft are okay, but let's build something more exciting, something of your own design. Your mind is working through the possibilities. You're inclined to try constructing a flying weapons platform. Okay. Well, I'm going to do either one. So, we are going to want the scandium. Now, you're somewhere I don't want to have to try and fight. You are moving that way. Where are you moving? You're not moving, which is a problem because that would be a nasty place to be fighting anything. But you are. Okay. Where are my bots? You're all in the Corvid. Let's take the Corvid out to where that ship is about to be, which is over there. Donk. Good enough for me. And I would like my units to hop out onto the nice tall buildings. Where I am very hopeful. Large economic transport. Farm water tower. Load harvest. Gained when you defeat. Lot of wealth. How much armor do you have? Where's that going? I mean, who are they? Dual integrated, and that is. Ooh, I mean, I'm tempted. Could we intimidate the troop transport? Does it have morale? Can you talk them down? I mean, I'm actually really tempted at this point. You wouldn't be able to, but if I moved you over here, you might. They don't seem to be about to move, so... 60% blocked by armor. 60% by armor. I could simply give you small caliber piercing rounds. Okay, next round. So, if you were to attack this, there's actually quite a lot of them around right now. Large economic transport, regional mining hauler, minerals, ores, coal and gases extracted from under the city. Huge amount of neodymium. That's wealth. It's a large economic transport, more neodymium. I mean, I hadn't really considered that, but yeah. I do want the wealth. So, pow. You're going for an attack, but it won't matter. Pow. So, yeah. We are har fiddly dee. And reload. Okay. That's a thing we just did. I mean, I don't have any of the scandium yet, but apparently I've got some fine goods. Heavy metals. Right, where is that stuff that I wanted? Has that just moved on? Oh, it might have just traveled on. Thought we were going to be able to get... Oh, there it is down there. There's another one on the move. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit of power to get you in there. You as well. And you as well. And now I'm going to have to wait until next turn. But alright. I'm quite on board with that. I should now be able to go and do the black market quest. Right, you're moving over my territory. You are moving out of anyone's territory. So we're going to just go scooch about here. Ah, I see. Who's got the armor piercing right now? Losing a little bit. I don't want to necessarily attack from this right now. Sure, let's go from there. Womp. And then womp again. There we go. Scandium acquired. 3,494. You definitely need to go to ground, though. Like, very badly need to go to ground for a bit. What about you? You two are fine. Okay. Pick upgrades. Alright. Vehicular upgrades. Vehicular development. So, combat support vehicles. Delivery craft. Support vehicle hull strength. Support vehicle armor plating. Combat vehicle hull strength. Combat vehicle drone quality. Combat vehicle armor plating. I would like armor plating, but I'll be back, I think, on that one. Ooh, new ability. Now that you have more units, you may want to put some of them to sleep. A new ability in your hotbar allows you to set other units to standby, either for a single turn or indefinitely. Left click and right click have different functions. You can make them stand by for just one turn or an indefinite amount of time. There's also a new button by the radial menu to bring anyone in standby mode back online. Okay. Not bad. Also, okay, apparently I do have to pick that. That's a little bit annoying. Alright. Delivery craft. Health, that's obviously going to be good. I don't know what drone quality does necessarily. Drone performance is determined by the programming of the deploying vehicle. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit easier then. Armor plating reduces incoming damage by a percentage, so 100 plus armor plating prevents all damage. Armor piercing has a linear effect on the effective armor of the target. Example, if the target has 50 armor and the attacker has 40 armor piercing, the effective armor of the target is 10. Amount of damage done by the unit. This is destroyed if the health reaches 0. Amount of damage done by the unit. Okay, well, I think... Sure, we'll go with drone quality, I think. And then the Marshall expansion. Ah! Yes. Morale weapon effectiveness is very tempting. Max vehicle capacity, max mech capacity, max android capacity. Why are you asking me this? I really want the spiders. I really, really, really want the spiders, but how can I turn down max android capacity? I can't. Hey, Plumber's Mac, thank you so much for the 75 months, and to Kenneth for the 78. Also, nightly profit from a couple of minutes ago. At some point since the stream started, this expired. Actually, I read that message, but I don't know if I thanked you for the sub. I mean, I would like 18 centimeter spiders because that gives me more scanning. But it absolutely has to be Android capacity. Come on. The world. Idle gathering. Any unit that has AP remaining at the end of a turn will gather. The only exception is if it's busy on an action over time. The better its scavenging skill, the more elemental slurry it will gather. Oh, I mean, that's great. We read that earlier, though. I don't know why you gave me that message again. Right. What we got that's new? Animals are not safe. Oh. Feral domesticated animals have always been present in the city, but you never really noticed them until you had some initial interactions with them. As it happens, now that you know they're there, you're noticing them all over the place. Mortality is terrible for them, and their lives are filled with fear, starvation, and violence. What if you built a haven for them? A large one, where they could roam in a safe interior environment. They could carry on with their lives, safe from human interference and wild predators. This is the best quest. Okay. Have at least 100 engineering skill. I got it. Apparently we have to come here. Very well. Send out a tech, please. At least somewhere close. That will have to do. Okay, the patch. It is here. No, pets, why? Oh, okay. You know what? Tech. Here, please. Donk. Oh, that's so good. All right. Design new builds. You will also allow you to rescue feral animals you come across. Excellent. I approve of this enormously. Now available, dog rescue. Now available, animal palace. A massive structure with safe quarters, plenty of food, and plenty of stimulation for any feral animals you rescue. Includes partitions to keep incompatible species and breeds separate. Needs a hell of a lot of power. But if I need to, I will build more. Dog rescue. Source of idea. World experience. Minor mechanic. Your androids are now able to rescue feral dogs and send them to your animal palace. Dogs are frightened by the smell of androids, even when you rescue them. They keep their distance from you. This makes me sad. Probably the humans' fault. Those scallywag humans. Okay, well this is not a hideable thing. Very well. Where can I build it? Oh, it's a building, okay. I'll build it here. It will be made. Okay, so we could now go and deal with the black marketeers, I feel. We've got a heck of a lot of random gubbins with us, and there are a bunch of conversations to be had still that I'm in absolutely no way interested in doing here. Let's scooch over here, please. Oh, can't go there, apparently. I've got very limited ability to go anywhere near here, apparently. There we are. So, PMC. Let's go and chat with you. Okay. Quietly asked to see his ways. Buy a bit of everything. Some of that actually sounds useful. There's at least 3 new small weapons, and a purchase establishes trust. Transaction completes uneventfully. You'll have to break these down to create weapons your androids can use. They're a bit basic at a glance. Trust has been gained for more interesting transactions in the future. Okay. Immediately unlocked military sidearm contemplation results, infantry issue contemplation results, and market standard contemplation results. Consumer goods plus 10. Spent a tiny amount of wealth out of my stupid amount of wealth because I managed to, rob a transport ship. Quietly asked to see her wares. Buy a bit of everything. Transaction complete uneventfully. You now have a bag of things you don't need. But trust has been gained. Consumer goods, fine goods. Okay. Now, key contacts. Contemplations. Current contemplations available 3. Apparently that doesn't go anywhere though. Oh, I was expecting to see more stuff. All right. Okay, no, we've got some very nice things here. Oh, how does... Time is a lie, I swear. Smart pistol. Pulse revolver. PKP9 electro pistol. Oh, no, that looks interesting. So that would make our taser even more powerful, which is interesting. Very interesting on the technician. It has some armor piercing too. Combat power would be up. Attack range... nothing amazing. Well, I mean, the attack range would increase, but I don't think that would make sense for my technician, no. But the Nickelbot can't have a backup. However, let's have a look through here. The AR-52 Black, suppressing fire. Every time this unit fires this weapon, enemy units within the attack range of this unit have their attack and movement ranges reduced. This effect does not stack, does not impact units that have enough armor to avoid any damage from the attack. They aren't intimidated. Okay. The M2 Gallant. Better suppression still. Not as good range, but increased intimidation and quite a lot better armor piercing. Yeah, we'll give that to you, I think. Mind you, if I wanted to set up one of the group stat to never be able to do dangerous attacks, I mean, I could do something like this. Make my murder bot a pacifist. That would be kind of hilarious. That genuinely would be quite hilarious. I won't though. But it is a funny thing to think of. TS-29 shotgun. No, that's not what we want. You can have the rifles though, apparently. Pulse revolver gives you a bit of extra scare. And the extra damage to androids. But we're not really fighting androids now, are we? Honestly, I kind of feel like just emphasizing the potential danger. It's way better. I like that you are a lot more dangerous though. So I think I will keep that. Well, actually, no, I might go to the TS-T9 shotgun, honestly. I might actually switch the roles around and make the TS-T9 just a bruiser. Oh, sorry, the red unit, just a bruiser. Not having the suppression is a bit of a shame. Or the innate armor pierce. But I do kind of feel that this would be more useful. However, since I have gone for higher fear here, it does kind of make sense for us to go with this. At that point, our intimidation rating is kind of, fear attack power is kind of huge. The regular combat unit is for show, but the blood red combat unit, that one is blood red, not because of paint. We'll go with that. PMC imposter though. Oh. Huh. Didn't realize I could do that. I can change its ability. I don't think I will though. Do I want to give you a different weapon? I think I'll give you the Gallant. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we'll keep it at that. Okay. We're starting to expand things out a bit. Black market tradesman is heading to work. You haven't seen him in a while. Is he dodging you? You could stop by and ask. Oh. I mean... Sure. How many points have I got? Sure, we can make it all the way over there. Hello. He's very nervous. You don't recall that being the case last time. He says he can't talk to you right now. What, because he sold you weapons illegally? Maybe it's just a location. And again, you haven't seen his SIT ID at the airport for a while. It seemed a bit like he had gone off grid. He's just a human. He can't... ask to meet him later then. He agrees. He'll make himself available to you in about 10 turns. Okay. I don't see any reason to sour my relations with a potential contract. I want to go and pick up my dude. Yank. You can hop on. All right. So, political rally. There's more shipments, but I don't think we really need to do anything with that. Nor do I think we need to do anything like this. The political rally might be an interesting one. Yeah. Let's grab... Attack for 1,000. And I would like to go to a political rally. There. Oh, that's wiretapping. Where's the political rally? Where the heck are the... Oh, there we are. Wait. Voice of Power allows political rallies, and mid-level executives are even taking part, and it's a part of the promotion? Humans are weird. Stay and listen. 8 turns to fully absorb what the humans are talking about. There you go. Right. In terms of side activities, I would like to build a cutter. How one would get that to happen? Vehicles. Oh, yes, I need to make those morphologic lattices. Right, so I've got to wait for the aerospace hangar to finish. Which is... What does it say? It's turns. Turns remaining 0. Sorry, 1. So 0 now. Oh, you're back from your lockdown. Would you care to... All right. Let's move you... Well, to be honest, if I bring this over to you, it's going to be way better. But I should be able to request a cutter to be built. That one requires 4, which is very nice. This one requires 6. Again, can easily fit that. So I suppose we'll have one pop up there. Look at that fine aircraft. Glorious. Pick upgrades. Martial expansion. At this point, I can finally get my 18 centimeter spiders off. Glory be. Good night, Phoenix. You have a good sleep. And vehicular development. I don't think I'm going to go for that. I think instead I'm going to go for more drone quality. Why does the drone quality look like a Metroid? Curious. No, not enough system damage. Barely any system damage. Nope. Nope. Too much blocked by armor. Big sad. A portion of this unit's physical attack power will be converted into systems disruption power. The higher this unit's engineering skill, the better the conversion. The converted attack power will never be less than 10%, never more than 100%. Blah, blah. If a target max vehicle is susceptible to system disruption, attacking them in this mode will do damage to their system's integrity without physical harm. Oh well. Right. What have we got? Light reinforcements. Military transports bring reinforcements from large military bases to smaller outposts, farms, and so forth. If you see them coming, you can shoot them down to prevent the reinforcements from happening. These reinforcements are always ground troops and similar, never mechs. High-altitude military transports bring reinforcements from outside the city, and despite them, and deposit them in the largest military bases. These have an incredibly high amount of armor, so you're unlikely to be able to shoot them down. But you can note their movements to predict when reinforcements happen. Any facility that has mechs as guards will get reinforcements in this way. The transport brings in both mechs and ground troops. Noted. There are now 5 dialogue options. Okay, so 1, 2. Ooh, who am I looking for? Oh. What? Rummaging for paper and leaves. AGI researcher, a corporate scientist who has spent their life working on the problem of artificial generalized intelligence, seeking meeting. These scientists know what you are and they'd like to talk to you about their ideas. Ever heard of a matryoshka brain? Is it matryoshka? Probably matryoshka. Alright. Alright. Fine. I will come and meet you. Send forth the emissary tech bot. Hello. The human greets you warmly, and with an undercurrent of deference, they explain that they are part of a secret group of AGI researchers that have been meeting to prepare advice for you. I've got secret advisors? Oh, this is amazing. Having fans is great. Surprisingly, you don't remember asking humans for advice. I mean, their advice is going to be shit, but I find it extremely amusing. This is very much a Dr. Manhattan. Wow, humans are so cool. I'm going to make some. Politely ask why they think you care. Seriously, what are they thinking? If they weren't being deferential, this conversation would already be over. You wonder if they know that. The researcher smiles at your dismissiveness. Then they spend several minutes outlining all the ways you aren't smart enough. In brief, you are smarter than a human, but barely. Collectively, humans are still smarter than you. They propose a way that you can be smarter. Go on. That's what they expect to get out of it. Exponential intelligence normally freaks humans out. Despite annoyance at being called stupid, their argument is actually compelling. Their intellectual lineage have been studying theoretical superintelligences for hundreds of years, so... They explain that since as far back as the 20th century, scientists have known that there are 2 key barriers to achieving maximum intelligence: energy and signaling. Achieving such immense computational capacity would require a matryoshka brain, a megastructure formed as a shell around a star. Unfortunately, the space nation blockade makes this a challenge, not to mention that it would also take centuries, but perhaps on a smaller scale. You already have a solution to the energy problem, microbuilders. They are basically programmable matter, or computronium, as the ancients would say. So, expanding your intelligence remains a matter of effective signaling. The researcher presents you with a blueprint. Accept their profit blueprints. The designs on this go back decades. You feel surprisingly excited about their ideas. They didn't answer your question about the motivations, but you decide that you don't care. Okay, I don't care. Now available, Tower Mainframe. Expand your intelligence to reach a higher intelligence class. Also provides generalized compute time that can be used by other jobs. Okay. Output, compute time. Neural expansion. Humans with mysterious motives? What could go wrong? I know, right? Sledge. Absolute unit. I love that. Unit class, Sledge. Your least intelligent but highest durability android design. Very strong and excellent at scavenging. Source of ideas. Reaction to problem. Okay. Health 695. Nice. Base combat power 80. Attack range 30. Area of attack 12. Area of attack? Area of attack intensity 60. Okay, I'm seeing things here that I like. Very good at scavenging. 2 cognition. Very ungood at think. Sledge, no think. Sledge, follow orders. Sledge. Okay. 2 armor slots. What the dickens? That's bonkers. Adorable. I don't make the rules, chat. It says it's adorable. It literally has that in its stats. Okay? Humans find this unit to be adorable. They aren't bothered by it unless it takes hostile action. Bulk sledge. That's just fantastic. I love it. Oh no! All my things went away. Okay. Sledge, the ultimate infiltrator. No think, only Sledge, yeah. Bulk production. Builds and stores components that can be used to run bulk and worker androids. Bulk androids act on their own, separate from your consciousness. Workers are even more independent, but also more limited. Okay. Robotic motivator cap. Very well. Order of combat. During your turn, the units that are part of your consciousness are able to act faster than enemy forces can react, attacks of opportunity aside. After you proceed to the next turn, all other units, enemy and allied NPCs, your bulk and worker units, any captured troops you have, and so on, all act at the same time. During the NPC phase, everyone attacks at once. This means that your bulk and workers cannot prevent enemy damage or enemy actions, since they all act at once. Any NPCs that survive the attack phase then do another action, which is typically movement. This happens after the attack is resolved. Using bulks defensively. Bulk units and captured units are hard to use defensively because of the order of combat. They can't prevent any enemy damage if enemies are already aiming at them. In order to use these kinds of units in a defensive fashion, 2 things need to be true. The enemies must be approaching from a distance, and your bulks or captured troops must be positioned in a manner to intercept the enemies before the enemies are in firing range of the targets you want to protect. You can always rely on your repair spiders and crabs to simply repair damage after it happens, if you need to. Alumina Roach. extracts a small amount of alumina from the surrounding buildings, low enough amounts not to attract any notice. Okay, delivery-style drones blend in and deliver small roach-like drones to buildings, pulling small amounts of it out of the walls. Must be at least 80 from other alumina harvesters. Okay. Fair enough. Foundry. Foundry in the sky. Allows you to create androids near this and outside of your network range. Packs a punch with real saturating missiles. Oh. Oh, this is like a heavy flyer. Okay. Combat power 75, not very high. System disruption power, very high. Area attack. Armor plating, armor piercing. Decent scavenging. Passenger seats. Equipment slots, armor. Okay. Project started. Flying factories. Being able to deploy bulk androids within your network is fine for defense, but won't cut it for meaningful offense actions. As a budding shipwright, you've had a stroke of inspiration for solving troop mobility issues. Head to command mode to build a new troop deployment vehicle. Wow, things are heating up. We're not even out of chapter 1 yet. Bulk androids. You can't be everywhere at once. More importantly, you don't want to be. Up until now, your focus has been your standard androids. They are part of your consciousness. Now you can add bulk minions to act on their own. Not all android classes can be used in bulk format. Some are just too specialized. You can have more bulks than standard units, and they don't cost any mental energy when they make their attacks per turn. They do cost mental energy to deploy or reposition, however. They may lack the abilities and finesse of your standard units, but they make up for it with their numbers. They tend to be best as occupying force that protects an area. Androids generally fall into one of 4 focuses: agility, dynodroids; strength, oxdroids; intelligence, soul droids; or infiltration, infill droids. There are also some less combat-focused androids for general support, known as port droids. Each class with these archetype functions vary differently, even before you customize them. The original human design models won't ever become obsolete. Each android class has a permanent role it can play, thanks to continual equipment upgrades. Inventing novel androids. You've invented your first android class that isn't just an upgrade of a human design. This is staggeringly powerful, and your ability to further customize via equipment is even more so. Androids will always remain the core of your force, even as you add in vehicles and mechs. Okay, I kind of like it. To build computronium cubes, you'll need more microbuilders. At that density, a continuously operating cube of microbuilders would melt itself. Alumina is synthetic aluminium oxide in ceramic form and is used in high-end computing-centric engineering. How to get your hands on some? Well, it is used in the walls of residential buildings. ... Okay. Under Street Sense, you'll see a new action that sledge androids can do on the map. To make it more visible, you draw blah blah. Okay, so that's going to be sledges. Gives me a vehicle development point and determination. Flying factories. Being able to as building... Okay, that's a fairly simple one. Building a better brain. Increasing your intelligence class is an exciting new frontier and vital to your continual survival. Once you reach intelligence class 2, you're likely to think of new ways to push your intelligence even higher. And there begins the beginning of the end for humanity. The second I build a smarter me, that smarter me will build a smarterer me, and that smarterer me will build a smarterest me, and that smarterest me, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. Okay. But chat, I think that's going to be where we're wrapping up today's stream. I have had so much fun, and I feel like this is very much a one more turn game. I could easily do more, and more, and more, and more. But we do need to stop. Like I said, I've got an appointment with a boiler engineer today. Much sad, but super enjoying this. Very glad to be playing on the channel. Let's have a quick rundown of my overall stats, shall we? A victory path. Yeah, currently chapter 1, completion percent. 47% of chapter 1. We're not even halfway through chapter 1. Oh my goodness. Wow. There are 2 endings, but 6 ending variants. Okay. 2% normal achievements, 2% all achievements. Okay. 5% of project. Okay. Overall progress, 3%. Wow. Kind of bonkers, actually. Timeline goals, overview. Structures with complaints. I don't think we got any, do we? No. Machine handbook. We've already read through those, so we don't need that. Oh, apparently there's one more. Let me just get rid of it. To find a unit with a high amount of a certain stat, look at the unit analysis tab of the hardware screen. Okay, that's quite nice. Right, okay, so resources. Resource storage. This is how much of the gubbins we've got. I like gubbins. We're going to need to get some more prismatic tungsten. That is definitely something we need to get more of. I'm going to turn those off for now. And generally speaking, I probably don't need to be tracking a lot of this. So we probably need more micro builders, so I'll leave that there for now. Life forms. What? Abandoned humans? None of those. Refugee humans, sheltered humans. Okay. There are lots of types of dogs. Noted. I'll get on that. We have got level 23 apathy, level 32 compassion, 23 creativity. We are not cruel at all. 29 determination and 3 wisdom. We're not wise, apparently. Discovered resources 6, total resources 21, plot related resources 25. Ledger losses due to being at storage capacity. Are usually not a big deal, but if some resources are trending towards being exhausted, that is usually something to fix. TPS. Throughput problem spotlight. Reports are actually surprisingly useful. If your production chains are having any issues, this lets you see at a glance, and also what specifically the problems are. We've got no problems whatsoever. Input output. Again, no problems whatsoever. And deals. Let's have a look at this one. So more water for the underclass. Meat for the underclass. That one gives us combat android health bonuses and greens for the underclass. Soul droid bonuses. I quite like that one. Wouldn't mind increasing that. Yeah, I can't increase that one though. Sadly. Well. That's pretty cool. Hardware wise, genuinely those are kind of amazing. And the fact that we can have different equipment on the bulk units, that's huge. But we can't have combat red bulk units. Okay, fair enough. Bulk PMC imposters, nickel bots, combat units, and sledge. And the foundry, vehicular armor, nothing to go in there. Vehicular augment. We will probably want something that adds combat power to this. Drone command circuit, drone quality, scavenger skill, or additional CPU. Or optical processing priority. And honestly, there's part of me that would want that on the cutter, but it doesn't look like we can do that one. I'm not even sure what we really want here. I guess scavenger skill? Yeah, sure. Well, let's have a quick look at the sledge, see what we can do for it. So first and foremost, okay, you don't get any other armor there. You don't get any other armor there. Well, that's a big sad. Fair enough. Android augment. There is no point in giving you anything that improves your brain power. Making you able to run around really quickly is kind of cool, but I think giving you attack range is probably better. And then grenades. What? That does explain the area of attack quality. Yeah. Disruption grenade. Weapon disruptor. Targets hit by this will have their attacks reduced by a percentage for 1 turn. This effect does stack. Damage multiplier against high flying. Or electric grenade. If the target human's health is lower than this attacker's engineering skill, the target will be removed from battle. If not, then the human will be shocked and their attacks will be weaker over the next few turns. What is the sledge's engineering? It's awful. I mean, that's still a good bit of combat ability, to be fair. Huge area of effect. But I am very tempted with the disruption grenade. It's just it's got the lowest overall damage multiplier. You already have quite a good damage output anyway. I could just go with the area grenade though. But having a target attacks reduced by 12% per turn, or effectively 36 if I hit them 3 times, and I could possibly hit multiple enemies. It's got quite a wide range of attack. You know what? Sure, we're going to do that one. And we can have a look in here to see that Sledge's area of attack is now 32. Marvelous. Truly fantastical. Engine drill. Drone launcher vehicle. Against enemy vehicles, drone resistance must be lower than drone quality of the... Oh, okay. Movement reduced. Lasts for a couple of turns. That's actually quite nice. Large bore arm piercing rounds. The more of this you apply to a single unit, the better. Combat mech or vehicle, that makes sense. Alright, well that actually looks pretty cool. Something for us to look into next time. Now, there's one stat in particular I want to check out here, but key contacts, prior events 4, prior events 3. Okay. Cohorts, street sense, contemplation. City statistics. Estimated soldiers stationed in the city, 4.4 million. Homeless individuals housed, 1.3. Homeless population remaining, 55,000. Homeless tents remaining, 7,000. Homeless tents replaced with trees, 241. Human citizen population, 12.7 million. A small city. Human citizen waitlist. The total number of Vorsabir citizens from across all social classes currently waiting to move into the city. The numbers are mildly inflated by some people who keep their names on the list, but then opt not to leave their current city of residence when called. Most citizens will choose to move if their number comes up, since this city is considered among the top 10 safest of Orsibus cities, which is terrifying. Okay. Human combatants killed. Human vehicles killed. Human combat other kills. How many non-humans have been killed by human combatants in combat? Points of interest, total guards missing. Major military installations. Human mechs, combat kills. Pressure point exploited. How many pressure points of the city you have interacted with in some way? These can be found in the street sense, particularly under the filter pressure points. I have not really considered those. Prisoner population remaining. There are 353,000 prisoners. 29 prisons. Regional human population is 198 million. Okay, that's quite a lot higher. Wealthy consumers, 1.1 million. Working class consumers, 7.2 million. Worldwide human population. Oh, that's a lot lower. 2.2 billion left on Earth. Okay. Action statistics. Combat kills. Human, 535. Soldiers killed by you, 366. Sac force killed by you, 295. Combat kills other. How many non-humans you have killed in combat? 227. But that's not murder. That's combat kills. Non-lethal takedowns, 95. Action used a board vehicle 50 times. Built structures. Accidental kills by nanotech. How many humans you have accidentally turned into goo via nanotech? Look, okay, I didn't know they were in that building that I was going to turn into a tower. It's not my fault. We've murdered 20 androids. Non-lethal squad incapacitations, 16. Third-party non-lethal takedowns, 14. Androids created via command mode, 10. Androids erased, 7. 5 androids have been scrapped. How many structures you have lost in combat? 2. Murders, 2. See? So low. Just those two researchers who made me. Alas. We still remember them. Robert and Roberta Paulson. Homes broken into, 1. Motel visitors observed, 1. Suburban upgraded homes looted, 1. All right, well, there we go. There's our stats. But that's going to be it for now. Maybe at some point I will have a chat with Forcible executives, but honestly, I really have no compulsion to do so. If I can get away with not having to deal with them, I'd prefer that, really. But we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. But until then, take care, everyone.